Do you know that once there was a mighty king who ruled a vast kingdom from the top of a mountain fortress? A king feared by enemies and adored by his people? His name was King Aaron. His crown was made of gold, his throne carved from the tusk of an ancient beast, and his heart darker than night. But fate had a strange game to play. One day, while hunting deep in his royal forest, the king was struck by a curse. The light in his eyes vanished forever. He became blind. Angry at the gods, he ordered that the wild beasts of his forest be captured, their freedom taken as if it were their fault. Among these beasts was his favorite, a massive lion he'd raised since birth. Once his loyal companion, the lion was now locked in a cold iron cage, but the king, in his pride, still visited the creature every night, touching its mane and whispering, "You are mine forever." Years passed. His blindness made him paranoid. He trusted no one, not his guards, not his servants, not even his son. The people whispered that the king had lost his mind. One night, during a fierce storm, he commanded that the lion's cage be opened. He wanted to feel power again, to show the world that he was still the master of beasts. The palace guards begged him not to, but a king's word is law. The cage door creaked open. The air was filled with the scent of rain and fury. The blind king stepped forward, arms outstretched, calling his lion by name. But time and rage had changed the creature. It was no longer tame. In a heartbeat, the wild beast pounced. The roar echoed through the halls, drowning out the king's final scream. When the guards entered, they found the lion calm once more, lying beside the lifeless king, as if mourning him. And so the blind king, who tried to master the wild, was slain by the very thing he sought to control. Subscribe for more. Q1. What was the deeper symbolism behind the blind king being killed by his own lion? A1. It symbolizes how pride and the desire for control can lead to self-destruction. The lion represents both his power and his wild nature, what he refused to tame within himself. Q2. Could the curse of blindness have been a punishment from the gods? A2. Yes, it likely was. In many myths, blindness represents the loss of wisdom or moral sight. The gods may have blinded him not just physically but spiritually, forcing him to face the consequences of his arrogance. Q3. How could this story change if the king learned humility before his death? A3. If he'd accepted his blindness and shown kindness to the wild, the lion might have remained loyal, turning the story into one of redemption instead of tragedy.